The next step we're going to do is we're going to check our tensions on our side drapers, and then we're going to go into the center draper and make sure that it's running in alignment correctly. To check our tension on our side drapers, we're going to look at this white indicator in the center, and we want to make sure it's centered within this notch. And we can see that it's a little off center, it's to the right. So we're going to take our 15/16 wrench, and then we're going to turn this clockwise, and we can see it moves that white over to get it centered back up. And once we're centered back up, we know we have this side tension correctly. We're going to go ahead and check the left hand side of the head. So we're over here on the left hand side of the head. We want to check our draper tension on the left hand side, so we're going to look at our white indicator. We can see we're in a little far, so we're going to adjust it over a little bit till we're about centered. And then we know we've got our draper tension set on the left hand side of the head. Our next step is we're going to want to check our alignment on that center draper. So with our head in the air, make sure we have our combine stops down for our locks on the feeder house before we go under this head. Once we have those stops down, we're going to come under here, and we need to drop down this center section. So I'm going to push up, and I got to pull down on this lever on this side. And I need to come over to this side, and I need to push up and pull down on the lever on that side. Once I've done that, our shield's going to kind of go down. It works good to have your shoulder against it, as you can have it come down with you. Once you have this down, you can come in on the inside, and you can look and check out your alignment of your draper on this side, see what your gapping and your space is. And now let's go to the other side and check out our gap over there. When we come to this side, we look at our gap coming down this side, and our gap is fairly similar to the gap on the other side. So when I compare both these sides, it looks like our draper's running in pretty good alignment. We got a pretty even gap on both sides. Once in a while you'll run into one of these where one side's got a really wide gap, the other side's running pretty tight, and we need to make an adjustment, and that's done over here on the side. On both sides, the left and right side, we've got an adjustment where we can adjust that tension, and we need to run it and get this draper running evenly. So we're going to loosen that jam nut on the top side, and then we can run our bolt in or out if we need to increase or decrease tension in order to get this belt to track correctly. So our belt on this one looks good, so we can go ahead and put our shield back up in place.